Ooh, I see exactly what type of experience I'm in for today. Oh man, that's such a perfect curve. It almost looks like he shouldn't be able to be flying at all. Is there a rocket booster up his ass? I'm just saying, he kind of looks like a rocket booster the way he's shaped here. Oh my god. I could not be more fatigued and exhausted. I may have died in my sleep last night. You know, if I think about it realistically, I know I had some scary dreams. I must have. I feel like I might still be trapped in at least one of them, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, okay, I know what I'm going to do right now, and that's take a look at, satisfying stuff? Finally, I get a little break. I don't have to be furious today. I mean, I don't have to be furious any day, but you get what I'm saying. Hey, I thought that was Godzilla for just a split second. Just a split second, and the fact that it's not, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of upset, and I feel like you lied to me, so fantastic. Yeah, screw you, dude. Hydro dipping a shopping bag. Okay, now, my question is, why? I mean, I'm sure it's gonna come out looking really, really cool, but why don't you just get an already cool-looking shopping bag? Damn, I gotta say, you made it look like a landscape painting. Holy crap, that's pretty cool. Pretty damn neat. It seems like an insane amount of effort for a shopping bag you will use 3 times and then forget in the trunk somewhere, or in a closet, or you'll donate it. God forbid you throw the thing away, especially after all the effort you just put into the damn thing. Ready to eat. I wonder what that could mean. Oh, see, I wouldn't even want to... Oh, all right, well, now I'm going to. Jesus, how do you make them that perfect? You know, they're not even really stuck together. How many years do you have to work to perfect your craft before you can make something this perfect? There is not a single thing wrong with those. They look so good that if they didn't rip them up, I wouldn't want to eat them. I would just feel bad. Genuinely. No, seriously, I would. I would feel so bad about eating them. I mean, until they got into my mouth, and then I would be very happy, and I wouldn't give a shit about how pretty they were, because at the end of the day, as long as the food is good, it doesn't really matter exactly what it looks like. We eat a lot of food that's delicious that kind of looks like from a butt, and you know what? That's okay. Accidental camouflage. But is it actually going to be accidental? That's always the real question. No, I'm sorry. Not really at all. I mean, yeah, I get it. He sticks out because it's only his shirt, right? So, of course, his whole body, I wasn't expecting him to be completely camouflaged, but the shirt doesn't really match. So, this one kind of sucks. I'm sorry. I don't like this one at all. I disagree. Have a good day. See, this one is different. At least his left foot, or left ankle. That does hide really, really, really well. I don't know where you get bus/train floor socks, but hey, it's a good fashion statement. You'll be hiding those ankles. You'll be a modest young man. You won't be a harlot out here in this public transport. See, that one's also pretty good. It just lines up way too perfectly. The guy just happens to be the perfect height. If he were a few inches taller or shorter, it wouldn't be nearly as good. It's because he is the perfect height. Sorry, I'm still thinking about the guy with the roses or whatever flowers those were. I'm sorry, didn't work. Yeah, this one's perfect. It honestly took me a second to spot the cat. If that even is a cat. I don't have proof of it being a cat whatsoever. Neither do you. We don't even have proof that what I'm looking at is actually anything but the floor. This one's so good. So the camouflage here, immaculate. S+ tier type. Okay, this one has to be intentional. How the shit? It is literally, and I know it's a simple pattern. It's just white dots on a blue backing. That's it. You know, like, I get it. It's super simple. But how the hell did you manage to find a button-up shirt with literally the exact same pattern, the exact same spacing as the chairs at the venue you were going for? Or going to, I should say. That is, damn, I don't know if you would consider this, is this lucky or is this unlucky? Does this bring you years of good fortune or just the opposite? Them's the true questions, my friends. Them's the true questions. Is that supposed to be like, I see what's there, right near the middle next to the remote. I see what's there, but I don't know what it is supposed to be. See, I feel like it's a little dumb if it's just same color, you know? Because something being the same color is kind of a, that happens all the time kind of moment. It seems kind of boring. See, what I want more of is the person who lost their iPad for 3 weeks, and it turns out it was in their driver's seat, or their passenger seat, excuse me, of their car, because the case of the iPad had like the same stitching pattern as the bottom of the seat, or the butt of the seat. That's what I would want to see more of in the world of accidental camouflage, not my blazer or pants or shirt is the same color as my blanket. Seems kind of goofy. I know I'm being nitpicky today, and it's because I'm not feeling very good at all anymore. So, you know, I'm going to be a little more critical of some of these, you know? I can't let the whimsy out too much today. My favorite holiday is over. Daylight savings time began again, or ended, or whatever that. No, it began. It began. Anyway, yeah. So, not fantastic. This one gets a D. Roses gets a C because at least it's matching a pattern, kind of. This one gets an S+ just because whoever the hell this little thing is, they're cute. That's just cute. Look at you. You're exactly the size of someone's middle finger. You are so tiny, you can't possibly begin to comprehend the world in which you have appeared. Welcome, my little friend. You are here. You are here to stay. Hopefully for a very long time. And in that very long time, hopefully you can go from not knowing a thing about the world to understanding it at least as much as we do, which is about 2% more than you do now. Sat on a bench outside an office and noticed my reflection in the window perfectly fit in the chair. That is uncanny. That is actually amazing. I've never seen a reflection line up that perfectly. You look like a ghost. You're just a ghost. Isn't this how they'll get, like, or they used to get old ghost effects and stuff like that? What was it called? Pepper's Ghost or something? I'm gonna look that up very briefly here. I don't think this is a Pepper's Ghost illusion for sure, but it's kind of close. It is pretty darn close, because it does utilize mirrors and reflections and all that. So that's what it made me think of that immediately, right? That's pretty cool. You line up flawlessly. I'm really glad you got a photo of it. That's the sort of thing I would notice, and I forget to take a photo. I love taking pictures, but I forget to take photos of everything because I think people are gonna scream at me and try and beat me up if they see me with a camera within a mile of them. This is great. Also, the socks are hilarious. I love them. The Combine and the trailers don't miss a beat. The Combine? Are we in the Half-Life universe now? Okay, so that is what okay, yeah. I didn't actually think we were talking about the Combine, but this is pretty cool. I wonder how fast they get this all done, because this is quite efficient. This is insanely efficient, but I wonder how often they fuck this up. You know what I mean? Like, how good are they really? All right, now let's see you turn around. I want to see you turn around. Okay, perfect. Ah, there we go. Nice. They're a little too good at it. I'm going to be honest. They need to be a little worse. They're so clean. They didn't drop a single freaking thing, dude. That is wild. Pencil drawing by 16-year-old Irish artist. Okay, I can't. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce an Irish name. Is it Shania? Or Shania? I have no idea. I know you're saying to yourself you're overthinking it. Not really, if you know how Irish names can be pronounced, okay? That could be Steven. I don't know. I really don't. I don't. You guys will have to tell me how it's pronounced if one of my earlier guesses was incorrect, okay? The only Irish name I know how to pronounce is Saoirse, okay? And I've never met anybody with that one. I only know one celebrity with it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. How good is this 16-year-old's drawing? Once again, I feel like I should kill myself. Look, that is so crazy, dude. That is insane. What else is there really that you could say about something like this? Genuinely amazing. I remember a few years ago, I used to see this sentiment online about hyper-detailed drawings like this, or people trying to, like, mimic photography in terms of, like, their quality. And a lot of people would go, wow, cool, why don't you just take a picture? And I'm really glad that sentiment is gone, because if you share it, you're a goddamn idiot, and quite frankly, anti-art as a whole. It's really weird. This is amazing. I don't know how long ago this was, but that's absolutely wild, and I'm not at all. I am not at all turning into the aging guy who doesn't actually have any talent whatsoever, who sees kids with the craziest skills I've ever seen. If anybody ever tries to tell you that talent isn't a thing, they're crazy, okay? Because there is no way a 16-year-old has been drawing long enough to just practice, dude. She just has a gift. She really does, okay? Even if she came out the womb drawing, I would not believe for a second that this level of talent is just pure practice and hard work. I can't. She's got something that people like myself do not possess. After 25 years on this earth, it happened. Ooh, damn, that is perfect. I've never had both line up. I've never seen both line up for me. Generally, I will see one or the other, of course. Or sometimes I'll try and get the pump to just get it right on the line. I actually pissed off an ex of mine many years ago. I thought it was funny. She genuinely got really mad at me and was pissy with me for weeks after this, but not the point. To be a smartass, she did sort of push the pump a little bit to get it to an even amount, and then I pushed it one more time, so it was like 2506 or something. She got so fucking mad, dude. And I do it all over again in a heartbeat because I'm just that mean. Cleaned my boyfriend's crusty keyboard after 5 years. We're gonna see something insane here in just a moment, but please, clean your keyboards. Even if you're not gonna clean them, just dust those suckers out. There is some stuff in there you would not believe. Okay, you would not believe. Oh yeah, look at that. That is just grody, grody, grody. Oh my God, man. All right, well, let's see. How good of a job did you do cleaning his absolute goober tier keyboard, man? Wow. Holy crap. Can I learn your process? Your specific process, because I wasn't expecting a result that good. I was definitely expecting it to be better, but not this level of better. I'm actually thoroughly impressed with this. God damn. Beautiful. You know what? He doesn't deserve you. That we can all agree on. He absolutely doesn't deserve you at all, sweetheart, okay? Make sure he knows that every single day. Ooh, yeah. Oh, man, it sure is grody as hell looking at that before. Oh, man. You do. See, you have some skills, too. You do. See, this is talent we just don't have. Damn. Okay, good. I mean, you have to get the keys off if you're really going to get down there. Just beyond impressive. You were thorough. No one's ever that thorough. Genuinely. I feel like it's very rare to see any level of thoroughness like this when it comes to cleaning one's peripherals. I'm not even that thorough. I guess, to be fair, the keyboard I use, the reason I bought it is because it's ever so slightly easier for me to keep clean, because it's like chiclet keys, very, very thin, very flat. So it's very easy to wipe down, but I can't pop the keys off as far as I can tell. I mean, I could try, but I don't want to break the keyboard at this point. Honestly, we need more people like this. Grandfather with, is it vitiligo or vitiligo? Crochets dolls to make children with this condition feel better. Thank goodness. More inclusion, more equity out there for everybody. It's incredibly important that they know they're not any less than, okay? Just because there is a difference does not mean that they're any less than. We really, goddammit, we really do need some sort of replacement for Mr. Rogers again on TV. You know, we really do need kids to grow up with another Mr. Rogers. Sure, we still have all the old reruns and whatnot, but we need a real modern equivalent. Truly, we do. And I just, damn it, guys like this will have a moment in the headlines, but then we won't see him again. And that's what sucks. Where is our new Mr. Rogers? It's perfect. Damn. Honestly, I wasn't even paying attention to the shoes at all for just a split second. I was trying to figure out, because of all the subreddits I normally look at, I was trying to see how this floor was screwed up and how someone misplaced a tile or something like that. But beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Mwah! Peeled to perfection. Ooh, that can't be real. No, it's got to be like glass or something. Handmade, hand-blown glass mandarin chunk. Snow pinwheels. Nature's warning sign of rising avalanche risk. That I did not know about at all, actually. It makes a lot of sense, of course, that there would be a warning sign of sorts, right? It really does. Totally. That there'd be something you could look at and go, maybe we shouldn't be in this area right now, because if I sneeze, we're all gonna die, right? But I didn't figure it would be something like this. It is cool, though. I hope to never, ever, ever see one in person, because I don't want to die. I'm sorry, that's just it. I mean, at least not right now. Maybe if I make it to my 90s, I'll feel a little more satisfied with life, and I wouldn't mind seeing a snow pinwheel in person. Just not today. It's Sunday. Iwao Pond, Japan. Damn. I do still really want to visit Japan, but I've always had a couple of rules, or at least one rule for when I go. I want pretty much a full-time interpreter. You know, I'd want to have like a buddy, a friend. I don't have any friends in Japan. It's kind of insane that I don't at this point. You know, all the friends that I've met from across the planet, I am surprised I have never run into someone who's from Japan. Hey, any EmKay fans that are from Japan, let's be buddies, because I would love to hang out with you for like 3 weeks. You know, you take me around the country, you make sure people know I'm not an asshole, because let's be real, with the rise of anti-tourism sentiment in Japan and a guy covered in tattoos, I'm not exactly going to do well on my own, especially considering I cannot speak past an introduction in Japanese at all. So I need you. I need you, my friend. Whoever you are, please help me. Earth is magical! All right, let's see. How magical we talking here? Ooh, I can see a little bit in there. Ooh, man. What's always been more impressive than anything else, like the banding, whatever, there's a lot you could point out about any kind of geode or whatever. The most impressive thing to me has always been the color. How the does that happen? I know there's probably a couple smart asses out there waiting to like drop the obvious duh sort of answer or whatever, but I am being genuine. I don't see color like this naturally in the ground very often, so it's amazing that it happens. Or, you know what? What would really suck is, much like when I learned about a lot of astrophotography from telescope photographs and stuff like that being heavily edited, it wouldn't surprise me if someone was like, oh yeah, we dye them to look like that. That would be crazy. I don't think that's the case, but I'm gonna be honest, I'd be kind of heartbroken if I found out that was the case. Trying to soak someone walking in the rain. All right, let's see. What's satisfying about this one? Yay! Nice. Oh man, seriously, if you ever truly attempt to soak somebody like that with your car, this is kind of what you deserve. It's such it's not like this horribly violent, disgusting thing to do to somebody, but if that was your intention, it's only meant to cause emotional distress. You, for whatever reason, if you're trying to do this on purpose, you see somebody and you think, I just want this person to be miserable. I want to hurt their feelings in such a unique, rare way. I just want them to feel bad. And, you know, you could make them sick, because if they're soaking wet in cold weather, that could make them sick. But you just want to cause emotional damage. So I gotta say, this is kind of what you get. You reap what you sow, and if you're trying to sow sadness, I hope you hit a lamppost. Not enough to hurt you at all, just to kind of f your car and make you go, what did I do? Stones sorted perfectly. Wow, okay, you weren't kidding. You weren't kidding. But why? Why? Sunset! Sorry, I was trying to match the vibe of the emoji. Holy Lord, that is not what I expected to see when I moved over. I'm sorry, that kind of freaked me out a little bit. If that's real, which I suspect it is, holy Lord. Someone lit the sky completely on fire in your neighborhood. Absolutely beautiful. Fantastic. Seriously, I'm not gonna lie. I can get jump scared by the silliest things, and that one did cause a little bit of a, I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was gonna be pretty, but I didn't expect it to be a wildfire of epic proportions on heaven's, like, doorstep. Dude, that is amazing. Beautiful, and now I'm kind of upset that I didn't get to see it in person myself, so now I'm a little envious. The shadow work on this tattoo. Oh, that's good. That's really good. And thanks for showing me a cool tattoo. I haven't gotten a tattoo in months, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's kind of insane that I haven't. I don't know what my problem is, but I should go out there, and I gotta finish this silly sleeve of mine that I have. I gotta do more work on it. I gotta get more shapes, and then I gotta get the pattern on the backdrop, man. I'm slacking. I also want to get an ISO tattoo on my left arm in the gap between my shoulder tattoo from Alan Wake 2 and my Jazz logo band that's right above the MSN butterfly. I want to get an ISO from Tron. Definitely want to get that matching tattoo with the buddies, because we're all Tron nuts. You don't have to see Aries. David Hampton planted larch trees in the Douglas Fir Forest in Oregon to create a smiley face. It returns each fall and makes a happy showing. I'd like to see this in person. Is it still actually doing this to this day? Sorry, I ask that a lot, but the reason I ask if something is real a lot is because unfortunately, in the last decade or so of the internet, you do have to kind of ask that question. I don't want to be too gullible. Some stuff, I am. Some stuff I'll just believe because it's part of the whimsical happy factor, right? And I would love to believe. And I kind of do. Why wouldn't this be real? All you got to do is plant trees of a different, breed, and there you go. This effect will work. But, sometimes you gotta wonder. It's a healthy thing to do on the internet is go, but is it real? title? Oh, okay, it is. The Circular Window. Sounds like a bad horror movie, but instead what you get is the coolest window at the front of a house I think I've ever seen, and during the best season. This is the vibe that I would like to live the remainder of my entire existence with. A beautiful fall afternoon, gorgeous trees outside, calm, relaxing, couple pumpkins on the windowsill, start reading my book right there. That is the existence I would kill to have. I'd do anything to have this life. What this photo represents to me is more than you will ever understand. It's where my brain lives, no matter what it looks like outside. Ziggy, before and after being rescued. Oh, hey, looking so much better, the poor thing, my God.